That's a weird flavor. Okay, here we are. Ready? I'm gonna have to figure it out. What?
Oh my god, the internet.
The internet here. I don't know if you guys will ever see these videos, honestly, if we're ever gonna be able to upload them. It says I have full bar internet.
Oh, that might be our remote control pad.
What?
There's a truck coming in here.
We ordered a new remote. Why? Do you know 8-year-old remote? Oh, I hope he's bringing board games.
That's definitely the remote campaign.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
Board games.
And
Me scratching my neck.
yeah, that's usually about right. If it's not that, it might be yawning.
I do like to yawn.
That's
People
true.
always say I'm bored. We've talked about this before, and you people don't understand. This is just my demeanor. This is just my face. I'm not bored.
He's not bored. That's just his face.
Exactly.
I've seen it every day. This is another episode of Board Games and Brew. Ding.
Hot.
Hot. We have coffee today. Mine is gingerbread, and Jeff has lively Colombian. Is it making you feel more lively at all?
It's not making me feel lively, and it's certainly not making me feel Colombian.
Well,
So, false advertising.
false advertising. We are here today to do a little discussion video about our campaign games. Now, we've recently put out a video all about our Shelf of Shame. And in that video, we did not include our campaign games. Let's keep them separate is what I say. You know, campaign, that's like, it's not just a game you just play. You have to like invest some time. And so we've got a lot of time to invest.
We're going to start doing Campaign Wednesdays.
Campaign Wednesdays. I wish that there was a day of the week that started with a C. I gotta say.
We did
There's
say
no
that once we got the
alliteration.
table built, we'd play more campaign games. Table's built, not play more campaign games.
Nope, that's true. Here's how it's gonna work. We're going to tell you all of the campaign games that we currently have sitting on our list. Do we have more coming? Obviously, yes. Have you met us?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like a lot more coming. We're going to tell you which ones we have, and we are then going to tell you what maybe some of our priorities are and what our structure is going to be and all that stuff. There are some on here that you may not consider necessarily a campaign game, but if it's like a scenario-based game, we also added it on here, so just so you know.
Yeah, anything that requires like continual play is over like multiple sessions, I guess.
We're going to go through the list.
We're not getting the board games out, right?
God, no. Because I put board games. If you watched our shelf organization, you know, it's like board game inception behind us, and it's just really hard to like bring them in, put them back, all
I'm
that
just
stuff.
looking something up.
You better look it up. So here is our current list as it stands of campaign games / scenario games that we own. We have Quests of Yore, which is an RPG scenario campaign
Yeah, it's
game.
like an RPG in a box. Gives you all the information you need to like run through these scenarios, like be the dungeon master, all of these things, and the world is based off of
Onward. Disney
yeah,
movie.
Disney. I believe we had agreed to play this with Michelle and Billy.
Yep, Michelle and
So-
Billy, what's going on?
I still think we should do that. Maybe that would be a good way we could establish, be like, okay,
Yeah, like once every other week we play
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
Okay.
in unison with the other campaign games that we're playing. so.
Exactly. Double up is what we always say. Next game we have on our list is Mechs versus Minions, which is definitely Jeff game. I don't know anything about this.
Mechs vs. Minions is in the League of Legends video game world.
Yep.
It is a cooperative campaign game.
It's a lot cuter than you might think.
It is. It's got incredible miniatures. I don't know a ton about like the world and what you're trying to do in Mechs vs. Minions, but it's scenario based, I believe, and it's been recommended to me for a long time, and we were gifted a copy, so we now have that, and I'm very excited to play it.
Yep. Then we have Bard Song, another Jeff game. This is gonna be a theme.
Bard Song is a game, yes, fair enough. This is all majority of my fault.
Yeah, Jeff loves campaigns.
I do. Bard Song is I believe, cooperative campaign game. I could be wrong. Where you are establishing your own adventure and telling your own story as a bard, and that is my favorite D&D character, so obviously I'm going to get that. It has amazing miniatures. I know that it's a bit of a divisive game. I know a lot of people really don't like it, and a lot of people that really do like it.
I haven't heard anything about it.
I know I'm really going to like it, so the people poo-pooing on this game to me in the comments, like, sure, I respect your opinion, but probably not going to agree. Bard Song is one that probably be a while before we get to it.
Mind Management. So this is a game that we've already played and we have a full review on, but we haven't actually touched the shift system, which is kind of where we get into the more campaign-esque style of this game and like scenario type. So Mind Management is a hidden movement game where one person's playing as a recruiter, the other people are playing as rogue agents. We love it. It's so much fun. And I really just kind of want to get deeper into the world and everything.
Some of these are just games that we need to finish. Because we've played them enough to get a review out or to speak about them on the channel, but we haven't finished the game.
Or we've started too many campaigns at once and then had to stop them, which we'll get to eventually. Then we have Role Player Adventures, which is a beast of a game.
Yes. Role Player Adventures is one I'm very excited to get to. I've a ton of people in our Discord. Please go check out our Discord. Have talked about this game and have been working through the campaign. In terms of face value of things and components that I've seen in that game, I'm probably the most excited for that. The storybooks that come in that game look incredible. They look like the old D&D books that you would get. And we love Role Player. So one that I think will probably be somewhat further up the list in terms of like getting it played, because I think we're both excited for that one. We
have My Father's Work. This was a me purchase. I know little to nothing about this. It's more of a scenario-based game. I don't think it's technically a campaign game. You're going to work through different scenarios, and it's kind of like Frankenstein's monster-esque. So you're like the scientist who's building, or Frankenstein's doctor.
The doctor was Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. It's like you're his dad, or he was your dad. I honestly...
I'm right about that, right? Like in the story. Yeah, it's
Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein's monster.
Because everyone always thinks the monster's name's Frankenstein.
It's not. Yeah. Okay. Although in many different situations it is.
Name
like
one.
Anytime that you like watch a horror movie, it's like, oh, there's Frankenstein.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. People assume that it's the monster's Frankenstein, but it's not.
You know what happens when you assume? You make an ass out of both of us.
Next up on the list is
Sleeping Gods.
Sleeping Gods. So we actually have played a decent amount of Sleeping Gods, but we kind of put a hold on it because we were getting into some other stuff, and then we never went back to it.
And we didn't have a table to keep it hidden.
And the setup of this game is
a nightmare.
There's a lot of pieces. It's a lot of like, put this bit in this box, and this box into that, and blah, blah, blah. So we just were sick of picking it up and putting it back in the box. We're going to restart.
Yeah, we're going to restart it from the beginning.
That one is very far up the list.
Yes.
That will probably be one of the first few that we get to.
We have Viticulture World, so we have played the intro scenario a few times and one of the others. We just want to play through all of the different countries, or different continents. So that's really that one. We really, really enjoy Viticulture World.
Yes.
We have a whole review video on it if you want to check it out, but we would definitely like to play through the entire game.
Next up on the list, we have Oath from Leader Games. I've played a 75%, 50% of a game of Oath on TTS. We have the physical copy. I do believe that is one we're going to have to wait and play when we have more people with us. You can play Oath at 2-player, but I don't think it's an optimized experience.
Then we have Forgotten Waters. So this is going to be another one that we play simultaneously as we play other campaign games, because I think we're going to play it with our friends Tyler and Ilya from Cavre remotely. And that's just going to be a really fun and cool way to play a campaign game with friends that aren't here. Forgotten Waters plaid hat game. I honestly don't know much about it other than it's a campaign game with a book element. And there's sharks on the cover. Pirates.
Next up on the list is Tainted Grail. Recently, we were talking about whether this would be a solo experience for me, but I think you said you wanted to try it. Doolin over at Table Knots has a video up on this if you want to go check that out.
Yeah.
And he played it solo and really enjoyed it. I'm very excited to play it. This is a two-parter of why we haven't played it yet. One, I was waiting to paint it, which I painted. Everything's painted now and ready to go.
It's all painted.
But then it was like, okay, we'll wait for the table to get completed. Tainted Grail's another one that's probably high up on that list of games we're going to get to. Really, really excited to play that one.
Then we have Tales from the Loop, which was sent to us from Free League. Tales from the Loop is based on an RPG also called Tales from the Loop, set in the 80s. Like, it's very Stranger Things-esque. There's like kids in the 80s and all of this stuff. I have learned this game. I am so excited. It's not necessarily a campaign game. It's a scenario-based game. We are definitely going to be playing it and doing some coverage on it. It looks just so freaking cool.
It does look incredible.
I don't even know. And then we have Adventures of Robin Hood, which we think is a scenario/campaign
Should we look that one up, though?
We should probably look it up. Good point, Jeff. I'm just realizing how off-center we are, because like there's a full shelf on your side, and I'm at the edge of glory.
And I'm hanging on a moment with you.
This internet is brutal with a capital B. Brutal. Brutal. Okay, almost to Board Game Geek. What is this called again? Adventures. Is it Adventures of Robin Hood? The Adventures of Robin Hood. Okay, now we have to wait. That went fast. Cooperative, scenario campaign. This one was sent to us from Cosmos, and nice catch, did you get it?
No.
And this one is all about Robin Hood, and the board itself almost looks like an advent calendar, like different things pop up, and the entire like campaign is through like a storybook, like the rule book is a storybook,
It's one of the most beautiful board game components I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, it looks like an actual like leather bound storybook. It's insane.
Then we have Aftermath, which is another one from Plaid Hat Games, Jerry Hawthorne. I really don't know a ton about this one other than that
I think it's like a dystopian world where
there's like little mice.
Mice have taken over, and yeah.
It's very, very cute and scary. Then we have Familiar Tales, and this is one.
That's numero uno.
That's number one.
That's the first one off the list.
Right. Where the heck did it go?
It was there.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
So we've already started this. We've played the intro, like 3 scenarios or something, and we got it before it actually came out, so the full app wasn't available yet. Now everything's available, so that is our number 1 priority, which we will talk about in a little bit as well, but Familiar Tales, just a super adorable Jerry Hawthorne, Plaid Hat Games, gotta love it.
If you want to go check out our opinions on Familiar Tales, you can. We have a video about that.
You can do that.
And see some painted miniatures.
Indeed. Dead Reckoning.
Dead Reckoning is one that just fulfilled. We had backed it. Also one that is more kind of like ever-evolving scenario-based, I believe. I could be completely wrong about this, but I believe that there's scenarios that you would play through this game with. And
Pirates.
I'm very excited because the theme is incredible. Jeff O from our Discord has gone on and on about how much he loved this game, and I really respect his opinion on games. So I think it's one that we will enjoy. We have everything that you can get for it.
It's by Sir John D. Clare.
We love John D. Clare. I don't think that one will stay on this list long.
Then we have Cuphead. This is another one that we've already started, and we just need to keep going. It's just a super fun, real-time dice roller boss battler. I feel like this is one that we could sprinkle in.
Definitely.
Randomly. It's not one that I don't think we need to go through the entire thing all at once.
Yeah, because you're just kind of playing the same thing over and over again. Yeah. If anyone's played Cuphead, it's very much like defeat a boss, upgrade your character, go to defeat the next increasingly difficult boss, and then you just kind of keep going. It's an easy setup game. It doesn't take a lot to learn or play. It's definitely one that we could just pick away at. Yeah, and especially it's a nice game to throw in if you've been playing a lot of like board games, card games, where you're just like, I just need to do something different. Like, it's a really good game like that. Then we have Decorum, which is a high priority for me personally. This is a cooperative. No, wait. It is a semi-cooperative. Yeah. Because you have your own objectives. Passive aggressive. Yeah. I want to play it so badly. I feel like Jeff and I will just have a time playing that game. I do think that we should wait to play this until we're ready to fight playthroughs and stuff. Yeah. We've been asked to do this as a playthrough so that people could hear our banter, because we banter just in general, and I think this game would be a very funny game to have all of you be able to witness us play together. Yeah. Because I think we're passive aggressive in general. That's true. Then to come out into a game, I think would be very fun. Let us know if you're interested in watching us do a playthrough of that game. But just keep in mind, it's going to be a while because we have to get new equipment and we got to get some new setup and stuff before we be able to do that. Yes. Then we have Vagrant Song. This one was sent to us from Weird Games. Once again, thank you to Weird Games. Was not expecting it at all. This is going to be a spooky season campaign game for sure. Yeah. It's a boss battler on like a ghost train. And it looks incredible. Spooky, old-style art. One of our most anticipated. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah. Next up, we have My City. It is a game that was gifted to us from Becca and Kyle. Thank you, Becca and Kyle, for My City. It is, I think, one of those campaign games that most people try out first. Yeah, it's like an intro campaign. It's like a tile placement campaign. People who play it seem to really enjoy it. Yeah. So yeah, I would say it's probably not a high priority for us, but I am excited to play it. Next one is Descent, Legends of the Dark. Descent, Legends of the Dark. This one will be a while because I am painting this one. And there's a lot. There's a lot to paint. I just got my painting stuff set up again, but he doesn't have a chair. I don't have a chair. And fun fact, I'm thinking about starting to do maybe some Twitch stuff, and we've decided that maybe we start learning Twitch via me doing some painting. Once we get moved and have a more permanent studio, I think Descent would be a good place to start painting those up and then get to it. But it'll be a while.
I'm just gonna bundle these two games together because we got them around the same time. We've started both of these. We will need to restart both of these from the beginning. That is Imperial Assault and Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle Earth. One is a Star Wars game, one is a Lord of the Rings game, and they are essentially the same game, different themes. One has more of a card flipping mechanic where the other one's more dice rolling.
Yep.
Both are themes that we love. We've played both of them already.
We got I wouldn't say pretty far. We played like three or four scenarios of Star Wars very early on, and then it just kind of fell.
Yeah, because we were also playing Mansions of Madness at the same time, and we were like, no, let's just focus on one versus the other. No, and we were also playing Gloomhaven Jaws the Lion, so yeah. Then we have Fog of Love, and this is a scenario-based one that is definitely a me game. I am very excited to play this game. This might even be another one that would be fun to either record or stream or something eventually. Yeah, you're playing as a couple who are kind of going through their relationship.
I thought it'd be interesting if you played as the male character and I played as the female character. Yeah. Because, like, a lot of people have mentioned that it can be, like, a weird dynamic about that or, like, not playing as yourself. Yeah. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited to play it. It sounds like a super unique game. The last one that we have on our list that we currently physically have is Stuffed Fables, as well as the expansion Oh Brother, another Jerry Hawthorne.
Did you know that we love Jerry Hawthorne?
We love Jerry Hawthorne. Stuffed Fables looks so freaking cute. I can't even. That's got to be up there for me in terms of priorities, but it's like you're playing as stuffed animals in like a little kid's dream or something, and I'm here for it. So those are all of the campaign games that we currently have sitting on our shelves, unplayed or partially played. Now, Jeffrey, if you had to pick 3 as your top priority, and then I have to pick 3 as my top priority, what 3 are you picking?
Dead Reckoning, Tainted Grail, Sleeping Gods.
Jeff's top 3 right now, priority, Dead Reckoning, Tainted Grail, Sleeping Gods. For me, are we not counting Familiar Tales? Because that is our top priority. Okay. I am going to say My Father's Work, Stuffed Fables, and Aftermath. So all the Jerry Hawthorne games. Our method for now moving forward playing campaign games is we are going to be going back and forth and who gets to decide. So we've collectively decided that we are going to start with Familiar Tales because we've already started it. We're really excited to finish it. So then Jeff will pick one or I will pick one. And then we're just going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
It also will allow me to prioritize painting.
It will also allow him to prioritize painting, in case you were wondering. We are implementing Wednesday night campaign nights. And we will hope that you keep us accountable to these campaign games, and we will do some updates as we continue playing. So I would say Familiar Tales will be first, then Sleeping Gods. Is that the one
I
you
would
put
pick
first?
That. Yep. And then you could pick.
What were my top 3 again? I forget. Oh, I wanted to put Tales from the Loop.
That's 4.
I know. What were my 3?
Stuffed Fables, Aftermath, and My Father's Work.
I actually think that I would put Tales from the Loop
over Aftermath.
Yes.
I knew it.
I think I would, because I'm really excited to play that one. Now, we do have more campaign games on the way. If I were to look, and the internet would work.
Mythwind.
Yep.
ISS Vanguard. Just 2. Not bad.
Yeah.
Stars of Acreos, which isn't on that list.
So really, we're doing great. Those are all of our campaign games. Love to know what some of your favorite campaign games are. If there's any on our list that you've played and you're really excited to hear our thoughts on. All that good stuff. But that's the plan. And if we don't hold ourselves accountable to committing to like a weekly play of a campaign game, it will just never ever happen. And we have a tendency to...
And then we just have to get rid of the games.
No, that's not how it works in this house.
If we don't play them, that's gotta be the...
Nope.
That's gotta be it. If these are still on the list a year from now, then they're gone.
We can't play all of these in a year.
It's the rule.
That's not the rule. If you are interested in buying board games like any of the many that we mentioned today, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. For us, that is...
Boardroom Game Cafe.
Yes, it is. Even though we don't live there anymore, it's still our
Battery's
number
dying.
1. Oh my god, good thing we're almost done. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see,
please subscribe.
We hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Better days.
Happy campaigning.
I think it's a skirmish game, but I don't know. Choose your path.
Choose your own adventure.
And see what they actually write as the mechanics.
Oh, I really wish that we had colorful lights behind us.
Oh my god, it's fine, man.
Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up. Hi, hello. Gotta wake up, gotta wake up, gotta wake up, Chrissy. I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up. Is it our remote?
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet deals. Yay, now we can use our better TV. Okay, continue, quest of yore.